TOA community, welcome back everybody. Welcome to the channel, Robert Linkle, trainingtheolderadult.com. Hope you're all having a great day. Hopped on Instagram, I was just about to wrap up here for the day. Hopped on Instagram and I saw a video clip of Robert Kennedy Jr. at the beach. And he is performing what I guess you would call as monkey bars, but with Olympic rings. So basically swinging from one ring to the next ring, like in American Gladiators, right? Back in the day, you would have Gemini and, Starburst or whatever the other guy's name was, Titan, and they would swing and they would try to like wrap their legs around another dude who was trying to get across, and then they would fall 30 feet onto the things. Everybody remember that? They had all the rings hanging, right? The Olympic rings that you would do, like the Iron Cross and the Muscle Up and Skin the Cat and all that happy stuff, right? So I'm watching this, and I'm thinking, this guy's 69 years old. He's shown us he can bench press and that he does push-ups and obviously works out. He's extremely fit. I don't think he trains his legs a whole lot, but from what I understand from my previous video is that he's had some leg injuries in the past, and so it's probably why he doesn't train his lower body as much. With respect to what he is currently doing in this video, I'm going to show it to you in a second. The people in the comments, even his wife, is like, it wasn't very impressive. You only did 4 rings or 5 rings. Number one, if you go and look at the statistics of people that passed the physical fitness test in school that were muscularly hanging from a bar, the numbers were pathetic. They were so bad, okay? Now, I know we're looking at kids, right? But you're not getting any smaller as you get older. Coming out of high school, you're getting bigger, okay? And that's why there were a lot of articles that were like, why are kids so much better at monkey bars and pull-ups than adults? And that's because as you are aging, going through the process, your body's getting bigger, but a lot of people aren't staying physically fit and building more muscle, so they can do those. Like your musculature for your frame as a kid is pretty equivalent. And so you're able to grip on and hang on and go across the monkey bars and do pull-ups and do muscular hangs. And then as you start getting bigger and bigger and bigger, if you don't train your musculature to go with that, then you're gonna lose the ability to do it. So when you go out and you survey adults, how many people can do a pull-up or a chin-up, this was the best statistic I could find on it. They surveyed 142 people and they just asked, were you able to perform a pull-up? Okay, now technically a pull-up, your hands are pronated, that means facing away from you, and you're going from a dead hang, okay, arms are completely straight, to all the way over the bar, chin over the bar, and then back down. A chin-up would be palms towards you, or a neutral grip, okay, is typically considered as a chin-up. On average, 68.3% of those 142 people said they could do chin-ups. Now, when they broke that down, they saw that 80% males could do a chin-up, 31% females could do a chin-up, and then 80% of non-binary folks said that they could do a chin-up. So, number one, we're not actually seeing it if people can or cannot. Number two, they only asked 142 people. If you're down on Venice Beach, pretty much everyone exercises down there. I think the average for America across the board, I'm gonna guess 15% of our country can actually take a dead hang all the way over, chin over bar, chin up and or pull up. I'm gonna guess 15%. So that's a fairly educated guess, okay? I am surrounded by fitness enthusiasts, fitness folks who are very fit, and about 60 to 80% of them can actually do chin-ups. There are some folks out there that are extremely fit, super jacked, really, really strong, can't do a chin-up or a pull-up. It's a difficult lift. I couldn't do one until I was 25, okay? I trained from 12 years old on to try to do one and did not develop the strength until I was in my mid-20s to be able to do a chin-up, okay? It's difficult, especially with if you have big, heavy legs. So when we kind of think about what I'm gonna show you here in a second, number one, he's not hanging on to a bar that's not moving, okay? So that's so much easier to just hang on to a implement, a wall, a bar bolted to a wall or bolted to the ceiling. Not only is he having to hold on to his entire body weight on one arm, he's having to then swing, look when the next ring is swinging towards him, swing, be able to grab the next one, have the accuracy and the ability to swing by one arm like Tarzan, grab the other ring, okay? Use the 2 rings to create momentum to swing back with the timing to swing to the next. And he does 4 or 5 of those in a row before he, at 69 years old, lets go and lands on the ground on his feet. I think this is a really impressive feat of strength here. Like, I don't understand how somebody looks at this and goes, It's not impressive, including his wife. I want to see you do it. I want to see you do it. Could you do more than 5? And then I'll give you a big thumbs up and say, all right, I'm super impressed. So here, let's go take a look. Bring it up here, that one. Okay, so this is from his page. I am going to turn the volume down so everybody can hear me. So he even says, I wasn't very impressive. They're down in Santa Monica. Okay, he's about to go. So here he goes. He's going to test his shoulder first off. He's going to test to see right here, can I hold my body weight, right, by one arm? And he realizes, okay, I think I can. So he pushes himself up, grabs the ring. Okay, here we go. Okay, swinging like Tarzan. Look at this. Okay, the guy's 180, 190 pounds, something like that. I think he's 6 foot or 5'11", somewhere around in there. That's pretty impressive, okay? Not only, let's just say number 1, okay, misses that one, lands on his feet. Most people would have eaten it right there, okay? So number 1, I think it's impressive because he's able to hold his body weight with one hand, which is really, really difficult. Now you're doing it while moving, okay, swinging across, while trying to track another implement and grab it, while holding your body up in space. Very fit, very athletic individuals can do this. And I'm talking in their teens and 20s, okay? There are very, 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 very few people in their 50s that could do something like this. Now, all of us fitness folks might be like, I know a ton of people can do that. Right, because you're surrounded by all the fittest people on earth, okay? Like, that's my favorite part is when especially like the cross-training community that's very fit, they're cross and they're fit, that group, which I'm a fan of, not a hater, okay? I get nervous saying their name because they sue everybody, okay? I love it when they're like, of course, everybody I know can do this. Of course, you are literally surrounded by the most fit people on earth. You're in the 1% of the 1% of the people out there who can lift super heavy things, who can run really, really well, who can swim exceptionally fast, who can walk on their hands, who can dangle from bars, who can sprint really fast, who can jump exceptionally far. You are one of the few, there's I can lift really heavy things, and I can run really, really fast and far, okay? And those two things are on very different ends of the spectrum. There's no one that's great at this and great at this, okay? No one, nobody out there. The closest you're gonna get to that are throwers. You're gonna get people who are really exceptionally strong, powerful, but also pretty dynamic, athletic, and can run and sprint, okay? But then you're gonna go like, well, let's go towards the endurance end of that. Then maybe like a javelin thrower who's very strong, explosive, and fit, right? But can also run a little bit. And then maybe strongmen. Okay, those are gonna be the ones in the middle and even the strongmen are more stronger than they are endured, right? Everybody's got an area of expertise. So when you watch the fittest people on earth in these competitions, in the games, all that, people look at all of them and they're like, that girl was 13th. She sucks. Are you kidding me? She's amazing. She's amazing. She can walk on her hands. I have trouble walking on my feet. She can walk on her hands. Not just on the flat ground, mind you, up and down over stairs, over fucking stairs, on her hands. Are you kidding me? Right? Oh, she sucks. She was 13th. Because she lost to the 12 other most amazing human beings on the earth. The fittest motherfuckers on the earth. She's 13th. You know where I am? 24,972,000th place. That's where I'm at. All right? They can walk on their fucking hands. I don't understand. The haters are going to hate, right? You watch this stuff on the internet and people cannot, they just can't look at it and be like, that's awesome. Okay? It's awesome. I don't like Jake Paul. I don't like him. I don't like his personality. I don't think he's a person I would click with. Do I admire what he's doing? Absolutely. I'm looking at that going, that's an athletic feat that I can be impressed, because I know what it's like to work hard. I know what it's like to try to get my body to do something, right? It's really difficult to walk on your hands. It's super freaking hard to swing by one arm. So here, please don't go to the gym and go, I'm going to show Rob, okay? And take out your cell phone and try to record yourself hanging from a pull-up bar by one arm, because you're going to tear every joint, every ligament, everything in your joint. You're going to destroy your arm, okay? This is something you have to train for. If you cannot do a chin-up and or a muscular hang now, don't just go and do one, because you're going to get hurt, Okay, I can guarantee you that. So what you need to do is go to the bar, grab in a chin-up grip, keep your elbows bent at 90 degrees like I am right here, and try to hold yourself there for about 5 to 10 seconds, okay? And when you fail at that, because you probably will, right? If you're not a fit person who does this stuff, and you're one of the people, one of the trolls on the internet that sees this, and they're just like, this guy, he can only do 5 rings. When you try to do a muscular hang at 90 degrees for 5 seconds and you fail, I want you to now think about swinging through the air by one arm, trying to track down another swinging ring that then you're going to grab with your other hand and pull yourself 4 or 5 times across the sky. And then say, that sucks. That's not very athletic. For a 69-year-old human being, by the way. Let's put some respect on that man's name. If you can't tell, I'm having some fun with this. I mean, I'm serious, but I'm also having some fun, right? Why we got to hate on people who are doing amazing things? And how cool is it that people can walk on their hands? I can't do that shit. I've tried. I learned how to do a handstand once. Side note, I know I'm 11 minutes in. If you've been watching this long, you're a fan. So thanks for sticking around, okay? This is what happens when you're home by yourself. This is day 3. No kids, no wife. I'm here by myself all day. Where are you? I got my boy. He's laying over here somewhere anyhow. There he is, stretching. Okay, my buddy. All right, here's my story. 2006, one of the guys I work with at the country club, he gets into that cross style of training with fitness, the cross and the fitness part. He gets into that. And I watch him do this filthy 50 workout. And I'm like, that looks terrible. I mean, you look so uncomfortable. And he goes, yeah, but I feel really fit when I get done doing it. So I try it and I'm like, that was exhausting, but I get it. I see what you mean. It's kind of cool. So we start getting into it. And then we start following the website. And one day on the website, it starts talking about handstand push-ups. And he was like a gymnast, wrestler, like he was very used to doing that style of body weight training. I've been lifting weights my whole life. I did some Taekwondo as a kid, but I didn't do anything where I was manipulating my body in the air or gymnast, pull-ups, that kind of thing. So I go, yeah, man, I don't think I can do a handstand. So for months, we're working on just getting me to kick up into a position to put my feet against the wall to learn how to hold a handstand, okay? And one day I do it, get my feet against the wall, I'm thrilled. I'm over the moon, I'm so excited. I want to show people, okay? So I start showing a couple of my clients and they're like, it's pretty impressive for a big bald guy. Like, it's not bad. And so I start getting better. And I can now kick up and get to vertical without the wall there and just kind of hold myself for a second or two and then I come back down. And I've practiced this, 15, 20 times. I'm like, I think I'm getting the hang of it. One time, I kick up and I'm actually able to go 1, 2, I step with my hands and then I come back down, right? So my client Barb comes in. She's across the gym. And I go, hey Barb, watch this. Okay, famous last words, right? Hey y'all, watch this. Say, hey Barb, watch this. I kick up into the handstand. I'm excited now because someone's here to watch me, right? Ego gets the best of me. And I kick up a little too hard, a little more than I've kicked in the past. And what happens? I start to over-rotate. So now, which felt like slow motion, but I'm sure it happened very quickly, and Grace is not my middle name. So to say that I fell hard would be an understatement. But did I just fall over backwards flat onto the floor? No. You know what was in front of me? A bench. And you know what end of the bench? Not the flat end, okay? The long end. And you know what part of my body went into the long end? I can't believe I just told you that story. You deserve that story because you watched this long. But yeah, right into the old keister. Played it off like it didn't hurt. That hurt. It's a sensitive area. So anyway, put some respect on people's names. They can do pull-ups, if they can walk on their hands, if they can run after the age of 35. How about this? If you're over the age of 35, when was the last time you sprinted all out full speed? If your answer is grade school, you're not very fit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's a difference between I lift weights, okay, or I walk on the treadmill, and I'm healthy versus fit. You can sprint, you can climb, you can cartwheel, you can flip. I'm not quite there yet. But I have goals and aspirations of walking on my hands, apparently. But I can do a chin-up, right? Robert Kennedy, keep up the good work, man. I hope to be built like that when I'm your age. You're crushing it. And I'm sorry for giving you a hard time about your legs in my last video. I didn't know you had an injury. Kind of feel like a jerk about that, but I'm sure you're going to watch this. Anyhow, much love and respect to all you out there. Thanks for having some fun with me. I hope you enjoyed this. And until next time, continue to fight your good fight against sarcopenia. Peace.